On December 11, 1941, just 3 days after the attack on Pearl Harbor, a small group of U.S. Marines and Navy men stationed on the remote Pacific island of Wake repelled an attack by Japanese forces, sinking 2 Japanese destroyers and killing over 100 Japanese soldiers. The battle was one of the first major engagements between U.S. and Japanese forces in World War II, and although it ended in a tactical defeat for the Americans, it was a huge propaganda victory that inspired the American public at a time when the nation was at its lowest point in the war. The story of Wake Island is one of courage, sacrifice, and defiance in the face of overwhelming odds. It was a classic David and Goliath story in which the underdog triumphed in the end. But it was also a story that had a profound impact on the American psyche and helped to turn the tide of public opinion in favor of the war effort. Wake Island is a small coral atoll located in the Indian Ocean, halfway between Hawaii and Guam. In 1941, it was a U.S. territory and home to a small garrison of U.S. Marines and Navy personnel, as well as civilian contractors who were there to build up the island's defenses. At the time, Wake was considered to be of strategic importance because of its location along shipping lanes that were vital to the U.S. war effort. On December 8, 1941, Japanese aircraft launched a surprise bombing raid on Wake Island, catching the American defenders off guard. The Japanese dropped bombs and strafed the island with machine gun fire, destroying most of the island's 12 F-4F Wildcat fighters and severely crippling its air defenses. Despite being badly outnumbered and outgunned, the defenders were prepared to fight back. Over the next 15 days, they mounted a heroic defense, repelling wave after wave of Japanese attackers and inflicting heavy casualties. On December 11th, the Japanese attempted their first amphibious landing, but it was beaten back by the defenders. On December 13th, the Japanese tried again, this time with even more troops and firepower, but again, they were repulsed. By December 23rd, the Japanese had brought in reinforcements and launched a final assault on the island. The defenders fought bravely, but in the end, they were overwhelmed and the island fell. The survivors were taken prisoner. The story of Wake Island is one of courage and sacrifice. The defenders fought to the death, knowing that they were unlikely to survive. They were outnumbered, outgunned, and facing impossible odds, but they never gave up. Their story is a testament to the indomitable spirit of the human will. I hope you enjoyed learning about the Battle of Wake Island. To learn more about World War II, stay tuned for more updates.